I'm Mick Vials from Feeder Masters, and this is just a little video just to talk you through what the Feeder Masters competition is all about. Obviously the name gives it away, it's a feeder event, but it's a feeder event with a difference. It's a national competition with 20 qualifying rounds through the year, culminating in a grand final over 2 days on Bow Beach Reservoir in Kent. £12,000 for the winner. The top 10 anglers will be paid out in the final. We're paying a total of over £30,000 out over the 2 days. It's going to be a great competition. It was the first year last year in 2016. Here we are, 2017. We just want to tell you all about it and how excited we are and where we're going and how big this competition is going to be. So at the outset we had the Preston Innovations Feeder Masters individual event. Now, some of you already know, that's 20 qualifying rounds. You have 60 peg events. 3 people qualify from each round, and that puts 60 people in a 2-day final. The last year, 2016, that was down in Bow Beach in Kent. That's a great 2-day event. 2 days on weight, which means that nobody can run away with it. You've always got a chance to come back on the second day. It's not a points, it's purely on weight. That's £12,000 to the winner, and this year we'll be paying out 10 people, all top 10 anglers, with a total prize fund of £30,000. Then, more recently in 2017, we developed the Feeder Masters Sonobait Super League. Now that's teams of 4. This year we had 15 teams competing over 4 venues, quite diverse across the year. They were Carmel Dam, Southfield Reservoir, Ferry Meadows, and the final round down at Barston. What a great event that was. Buzzing, I think, is the word that people keep saying to me. It's brought life back into team fishing, but more importantly, I think we've seen people come into this competition who've probably never team fished before. Some have fished, team fishing for years and years and years. They've found a new zest, and we've got a real buzz for that. And then, of course, more recently, we've just started the Preston and Sonu Baits Winter Pairs. That's a 6-match series culminating, starting in October, going right through to January, which will see pairs on a weight basis battle it out at Holcroft Fishery through the winter for a great team match. So last year, 2016, saw the first Feeder Masters final where we saw John O'Driscoll take the title. He was the first ever winner, he was the first ever person to become the Feeder Masters champion. We took a little time out just to catch up with John to see what being the champion meant to him. It
didn't really sink in, to be honest, till probably an hour or 2 on the way home. Elated that I'd done it. Nice to win the money, but the actual winning of the trophy meant more than the actual money. I know that sounds a bit, blasé, but it is true. I mean, if you fish the feeder, a long time, something like that, to win that is fantastic, and it can't be taken away from you. The sport's been crying out for something like this, really, because there's always been a massive amount of feeder anglers there, and some have drifted off to the dark side of commercials, but in certain areas of the country you've got a big quantity of anglers who fish feeder matches on a regular basis. So as I said earlier, we have 20 qualifiers through the year, 18 here in the UK, 2 on Irish shores. Basically, we have 60 pegs on the UK qualifiers, which are divided into 3 zones. So you get 3 qualifiers that go through to the final. Today, we've come to Southfield Reservoir to catch up on one of the qualifying competitions, and we're going to join 1 or 2 people that you might recognise along the bank.
Well, with us at Feeder Masters is quite simple, really. It's been a breath of fresh air, really. It's completely changed the mentality of lots of fishermen, and what I mean by that is old school fishing's come back, new venues that we haven't fished for years have come back, and it's something that we're all quite excited about. You know, we've now got an individual league that we can try and qualify. One of the hardest parts, which is stupid, is qualify. You don't fish round because you've about 12 matches you're not going to fish then, which you're actually disappointed about not fishing, even though you've qualified. And then we've got a brilliant team system now where we're actually, anglers who've never fished team matches before are actually fishing as a team again, and everybody's quite excited. So it's been an absolute breath of fresh air for lots and lots of anglers. Reinvented anglers, brought new anglers back into. And the good thing about it, it's been a nice mix as well, where it's a bit commercially. We've got old school like Southfield, Carmill. So it's brought the commercial anglers into old school and some of the old school into commercialism. So it's actually made them mix up and think about it. So it's been really, really good, to be fair, really good. And another thing, if I were a youngster and I were wanting to learn about feeder fishing, these feeder master matches, they're all over the country. We've got the best anglers, the best feeder anglers in the world, not just the best in the world, fishing these competitions. What an opportunity to turn up, sit behind them and watch them. They're all good kids, they're all working class people. You can sit behind them and watch them all day, and you can learn so much. You know, so you can move yourself forward just by sitting and watching them. And these matches are all over the country, so you don't have to travel far to see them. And if I were a young one, or an old one for that matter, because it don't really matter how old you are, I'll be sat on the knee trying to learn as much as I can to help me as a fisherman. So it's a great opportunity to actually learn as well from the best anglers in the world, not just in this country.
So yesterday was the last round of the Feeder Masters Sonar Baits Super League at Barston, and the winners were Ringer Baits. Today we're going to catch up with their main man, Phil Ringer, here at Southfield. He's competing in the individual event, and I look forward to having a chat with him.
Right, what I think about the Feeder Masters competition. Feeder Masters 2017, absolutely fantastic competition. We had an amazing battle against New Fish North. Took them right into the final round. Cracking venues, cracking organisation, and a competition that has got a big, big future. Absolutely over the moon to win it. Hung in there really on every single round. We wanted to get within 6 points of New Fish come the Barston round. We managed to get to 8. Thought we got half a chance, and then obviously the Barston round was a real red letter day for us. So everyone was absolutely chuffed. Jeff, in the form of his life, lifted the trophy. Absolutely fantastic.
So our second year of Feeder Masters has been a great success so far, and we're really looking forward to the second final at Bow Beach. Now, next year we've got some exciting new venues for you, which we look forward to releasing around January time when the ticket sales come out. So be sure to make sure that you're one of the lucky ticket holders, and we look forward to seeing you down at the final.